What if we're loved?
Welcome. Welcome everyone to your reading. We're going to see what messages want to come through today. And I have in the pre-shuffle, there was two cards of leaving the old and coming into the new. So it was the Six of Swords moving from choppy waters into smoother waters, and the Eight of Cups going out to search to find that missing cup. And that is the energies that we are working with. We're being asked to let go of what's no longer serving us. We've been talking about it for a long time. So let's see what came through. Page of Pentacles, a student learning something new. Here it is. This is what came up in the pre-shuffle. It's the Six of Swords, moving away from stormy waters into calmer waters, leaving a rite of passage, leaving something behind, leaving an old life behind. Seven of Pentacles, growing something new, nurturing it with your love and attention. Another seven of cups, deciding what is right for you and what isn't, but it looks like you have a lot of options. And the Empress, these all came out at once. What a beautiful collection of cards. They all lead to this major arcana of, God. Well, you have two cards of nurturing. Wow. Nurturing and growing something, growing a new world. But the Empress is your major arcana, meaning, you're coming into the wisdom of the Empress. Just that word alone, Empress. Let's see what's underneath the deck. The Three of Swords. Wow, you're still dealing with this energy of the past. And we're really being asked to not hang on to the past pain, but allow it to resurface if necessary, to be honest if it's still there running the show, and just to, it's kind of like that movie, A Beautiful Mind. See that there are still thoughts and the past in the mind, but not focus or pay attention or give energy to this anymore. It's kind of like release. This is a card of releasing heartache. I mean, and I do feel that it has to do with your voice. Releasing your voice liberation exercises. I do those. I have friends who do those. Also counseling, singing. Get involved in this could be journaling or screaming. It doesn't matter. Reach out and get help if you're having trouble doing it on your own. But there is a release of heartache. It is a time of releasing the heartache, and the energies are there to support you. And the way out of it is to start to learn something new and balance yourself. Let's see if we can see over here better. Yeah. You're being given something new, and it may not feel like it right now because you're in the transition period. You're still moving from one life to another. You're crossing over that bridge into the new world. At the same time that you're releasing this heartache, you are nurturing new ideas. And these new ideas are everything. These new ideas are coming to you from the divine, and you're just second guessing yourself, but you are coming into confidence. You're not as confident as you'd like to be right now with these two sevens. This is like the sevens represent learning something over and over again, a student, until you get it right. So it's just part of the process, but you're in the lesson. You're in life. Let's not even look at it as a lesson. Life is challenge, and challenges don't need to be looked at as something bad or wrong or even intense. I mean, life can be done with an observer state of mind. It's all about the perception, and you're going to want to change your perception if you're feeling intense energies still. They should be starting to fall. The intensity should be starting to lessen at this time. I am telling you this, but it doesn't take no effort to come into this Empress energy, and that's what you're coming into. So it does take effort, but you don't need to keep efforting. What they're saying is you don't need to keep efforting. You do not need to keep efforting. F14, efforting. Let's get some let's get some clarifiers on this. Oh, I have these. How funny. All right, my friend Kat gave me this deck. I'll use this deck to clarify. Um, I just want to thank you again for your donations, and feel free to reach out if you'd like a personal reading. My email is in the description box below. We already have the Page of Wands to clarify the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, these are new beginnings, and wow. I mean, if you haven't left your old life, if you haven't left what you know in your heart is no longer serving you, then that's where the intensity would be, because you are being given new starts, new people, new opportunities. I mean, that's what the Seven of Cups represents, being spoiled for choice. So you have new opportunities. And there can be some fear with leaving the old behind, of course, but you do have two pages. So, yeah, new beginnings in your heart and in the form world. Let's get a clarifier, please, for the Six of Swords. What are we leaving behind? Let's see what we're leaving. What are we leaving behind? What is being left behind at this time? I got three cards. What? Okay, so the Hanged Man, which is stuck energy. Hi. Hi, Cleo. Making a choice for healing. All right, so what we got is the Lovers, the Hanged Man, and the Star. So what we're leaving behind, yeah, what you're leaving behind is not choosing healing, not choosing what's best for the highest version of you. So if you're still stuck in patterns and beliefs that are holding you back and keeping you stuck, that is what you are leaving now. And this energy is going to be with us for 5 months, because Pluto just went into retrograde, and we've got 5 months of this energy of having to be extremely honest with ourselves. So it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or not, or if you have work, your job is your life, or your relationship is your life. The focus now is you and your relationship with yourself. And this does involve how you interact with all your relationships, but it comes from how you interact with yourself, and your higher self is coming out. It's begging to come out. Your higher self is coming to meet you, to greet you. And if you're not ready, that's where it's going to be intense. If there's resistance to the best version of yourself. But I don't feel like there is a lot of resistance, because you are moving in this picture. You are moving forward, and the only thing you're being asked to do is to release, in whatever form that is, release the old, release the past, release what's not serving. And that can simply just be singing or screaming or journaling. Okay, so this is about you and both versions of yourself, the lower octave and the higher octave, the ego and the spirit, the truth and the false. That's what's being released. So let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles, nurturing. 1 second. You want to go inside? Okay. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Okay, one is out and one is in. All right, so the Seven of Pentacles, nurturing all these seeds that you're growing. Let's clarify that, please. Well, we have the Hanged Man. So, wow. Something has already blossomed in your life, and you've got the 2 pages. So with the Hanged Man, they're just saying you're not stuck in between these worlds. You're moving forward, and it's time for you to have the confidence to step into this new energy, even if you're not completely certain what it's going to look like and what it is. Something has already left your life, and And you don't have to be stuck in these old energies anymore. They really are ready to leave. Can we clarify the Seven of Cups, please? Six of Wands, you will choose what is right for you. Wow, this is a card of victory and success, and recognition and, accolades. So you're gonna find Empress, please. God, these cards keep coming up. With the Empress, you have the Lovers, which is a choice in love. You're going to choose your highest self, and you are going to have success. And this is just beautiful. I mean, the energies have just shifted from this, Plutonian dark underworld, having to just go down into the depths of the dark night of the soul that we've been doing for so long. The dark nights of the soul, it should be called. Let me just take a sip of water, please. I'm just here to be the one to tell you that energy is gone. I mean, it's just, there are shadows of it, but it's released. It's been released. You're moving on into the new. So sometimes we just need to hear it, and it can still be uncomfortable. A new baby cries all the time. So you're not sure. You're going to need to love and nurture. You're going to get an opportunity to be the parent to yourself. Nobody is going to do it for you. I mean, that's the lesson that you're being asked to learn, to come into this really beautiful nurturing of the self. Let's get A Course in Miracles part in this deck. Let's get some advice from Spirit with these Oracle cards. What is the advice for letting go of the old, moving into the Empress energy? It says we're going to be successful. It says you are successful at this time. So let's get some advice. What else can be done? Into his presence, I would enter now. So you are to allow the presence of love as much as you can in every moment. Let's read the back. You can refuse to enter, but you cannot bar the door that Christ holds open. Come unto me, who holds it open for you. For while I live, it cannot be shut, and I live forever. So this energy is about coming into the Christ mind, which is non-judgment and love. It's the feeling of just being one with all the peoples, all of nature, all of the situations that you're experiencing, and not resisting those things that are uncomfortable or coming up that we don't want. So your advice is the presence of love, to embody it. Embody the presence of love. Let's get some more advice from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck. I'd like to get some advice, please. More advice for this student of love. You're a student of love. Wow. Moving away from choppy waters and nurturing new seeds of possibilities and love. Here we go. Purity and enlightenment. Hello. Purity and enlightenment. Gosh. Well, you're being purified, and I feel like you have been. I feel like you have been purified, and you have come into some form of ascension, of enlightenment, of the higher mind. I know that you wouldn't be here if you weren't still, wouldn't be listening to this reading if you were perfectly at peace, most likely. So there's purifying is not comfortable. Enlightenment is here, though. I want to be the one to let you know that enlightenment, in some form, you have been enlightened. You have experienced enlightenment, and you're in a new phase of love. Wow. Success. Well, that's where I open the deck. So yeah, love is the answer. God, it's so simple. And that's what they're saying. The message is ease and simplicity. You're here to find that. That's the goal. Ease and simplicity. All right. Honesty and happiness. So they're asking you to look at what honestly makes you happy. And I mean, let's face it. Sometimes we can't be honest because we don't know what we want. And even deeper than that, sometimes we're blind. There's a veil and we can't see what's going on with us, really. People around us are able to see that we're hiding or that we're not at ease, and we're just sometimes so busy trying to get it right and struggling that we can't even see that we're tense. So yeah, this is a time, especially in these next 5 days, to get as honest as we can and as still as we can, and just be in that presence. Try to find a way to get still and quiet and in that state of love and connection with the divine, with your higher self. That's where the answers lie. That's where your safety lies, and that's where the answers will come. And besides that, just being in peace is what you really want, and that alone is enough. That alone is enough reason. Okay, so Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm going to get one more Oracle card. I'm going to get one more message, please, Spirit. Let me just do a shuffle. One more card for any advice. Any more advice? There's like jumpers, then they go back in. Okay, here we go. Okay, here's the advice. Observer. Observe your mind. Observe the people and situations, be passersby. Just let it all happen. Let it happen. I'm full of life now. Oh, I can't remember the rest. You're full of life now. You're full of passion. That's how he made you. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. And don't be that character that is either upset or excited. Just let it all come into your awareness and leave. It's a consistent state of peace, of watching. You're going to be asked to do that. I wanted to get one more card. Clean it up. Whatever thoughts you're hanging on to in the mind, or opinions or judgments, that's really they're saying, I love it. Clean it up. Let me just take these out because I'm going to take a picture of this. And underneath the deck, I just saw something that looks, breathe. What great advice. Breathe. It's like, because this is a time with the shadow work with Pluto. It's you've done the work, but there's still there's still going to be trickles and shadows of of the patterns that have possessed us for so long. But you've done the work, and it's over. So just observe. If anything else comes up for you, just say not that. That's the cleanup part. I see that the thoughts want to come back in, but delete, or not that. And then just breathe and get still. That's your advice. Breathe and get very quiet and still, and let the messages come in. Just as you come into this energy of love, you will receive the peace, because you are making a choice in love, and you do have success with that Six of Wands. So those are the messages that I have for you, and I'll see you next time.
What if we're magnificent? Look deep